Good evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader Run 6. Today is Tuesday, July 21st, 2015. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Andrew Todd. In tonight's news, U.S. Representative Scott Desjardins has introduced legislation that would allow military personnel to carry firearms on military installations. Governor Bill Haslam is calling for a review of security procedures at Tennessee National Guard armories. John Gray will tell us about a new school in Tullahoma, and the Tennessee Walking Horse Breeders and Exhibitors Association is gearing up for a big weekend of horse shows. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6.
I'm Philip Bourne, Stamping Nab Detail Shop Manager. Here are a few things our customers have to say about our service.
What I love most about the Stem McNabb Detail Shop is there's someone local that I can trust to pick up my car, have it cleaned, and deliver it back to me in showroom condition.
What really amazed me is when he opened the hood and looked like he had taken the old engine out and put a new engine inside.
We have several different packages and individual services to get your vehicle looking like new again. We're located just behind Stem McNabb Chevrolet dealership. Call today, schedule an appointment, and see what a difference our detail can make.
Hello, my name is Ray Norris. I'm a candidate for Alderman in the August 6th election. I'm a 49-year resident of Tullahoma and understand the needs of our city. I have an aerospace business background and worked for Microcraft for 31 years, helping grow that company from a 25-man regional machine shop to a nationally recognized company with over 700 employees. After retiring from Microcraft, I started my own consulting business and have been very active in civic and service organizations, including Rotary, in which I served as district governor for the eastern half of the state. As your alderman, I'll strive to bring new industry and retail business to our city. I'll be accessible and responsive. I'll listen to your concerns and I'll help you find solutions to your problems. I'd be honored to have your vote and serve as your alderman. Thank you.
Welcome back. U.S. Representative Scott Desjardins has introduced legislation that would allow military personnel who have received firearm training to carry them on military installations. In a press release issued last Friday, Desjardins said, quote, "Like so many in Tennessee and across our nation, I am heartbroken, angered, and frustrated over the heinous acts that took place in Chattanooga. In the aftermath of this tragedy, I have spoken to countless folks in my district, and one thing is clear: we must do something to help prevent another Chattanooga. Therefore, I have drafted legislation entitled the Enhancing Safety at Military Installations Act. This bill would repeal bans on military personnel carrying firearms on military recruitment facilities and bases. Our men and women in uniform are owed the right to protect themselves and others while in service of our country," end quote.
Governor Bill Haslam is calling for a review of security policies and procedures at National Guard armories and other military installations in Tennessee following the shooting rampage in Chattanooga that killed 4 Marines and a sailor. The governor's office said in a statement Sunday that Haslam has also directed Major General Max Haston, Tennessee's adjunct general, to review current Guard personnel who are authorized to be armed in the performance of their duties and identify and arm additional Guardsmen where necessary to protect themselves, citizens, and Guard facilities. Haslam is also asking for a review of security at storefront recruiting facilities.
An audit of the Tennessee Department of Human Services found a lack of oversight led to at least $1.8 million in questionable spending last year from contractors operating programs to feed the needy. In 2013, the question costs were $4.3 million, and this is just in the small sample of agencies auditors reviewed. State Comptroller Justin Wilson told the Nashville Tennessean the results of his office's investigation are extremely troubling. DHS defended its conduct in response to the audit. The response states that the program is heavily reliant on the honor system and good faith. The Department of Human Services is responsible for operating the Child and Adult Care Food Program as well as the Summer Food Program for children, distributing close to $80 million in federal aid.
2 former Marion County government workers are facing criminal charges after state auditors say they stole some $229,000 in public funds over a 5-year period. Janice Brooks was the former accounting director for the South Pittsburgh housing manager. Brooks has been indicted on charges of theft over $1,000. Both are free under bond. The Chattanooga Times Free Press reported state auditors claimed the pair diverted public funds to pay for trips to Las Vegas, New Orleans, and Chicago. Auditors also claim taxpayer money went to build a pool pavilion at a private home. Prosecutors say the criminal investigation is ongoing.
This Saturday has been designated as Tullahoma Cleanup Day. Tullahoma Community Coordinator Winston Brooks stopped by our studios to tell us more.
Well, there's another fun event coming up, and I tell you why it's fun. July 25th, we're going to have the Tullahoma Cleanup. Report down to citywide cleanup. Report to Public Works, 9 a.m. till noon, and some great civic. A chance for civic organizations to clean up churches, any kind of groups that need to get some service hours in, or if you just want to make the city look great. Report hotspots to 454-1768 before the event, which is July 25th. But why this is going to be fun is because our very own Peggy Burton and South Jackson Civic Center have donated 2 tickets to 2 lucky volunteers will win tickets to South Jackson Goes Country.
All right.
If you volunteer to help clean up a little litter. And the one thing you don't want to do is you don't want Wayne Limbaugh to catch you littering, because he will take
you downtown.
Downtown, that's right, and meet Chief Blackwell. Right. I've got some great publicity coming up on that, and some great pictures of Wayne and their crews picking up litter along the streets, and it's just really a shame what we pick up.
Brooks, Winston, thank you for what you do,
welcome.
pal.
Appreciate it.
We'll be back in a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
Let the Smokehouse be your mountain getaway destination in beautiful Monteagle, Tennessee. Enjoy our cabins, restaurant, and old general store. Shop thesmokehouse.com featuring homemade barbecue sauces, jellies, and many other fine Tennessee products. Our live Music on the Mountain series features some of the best local and Nashville talent every Friday and Saturday night, 6:30 p.m. No cover, kids welcome.
Here at Manchester Funeral Home, we know the importance of living and working in our local community because it's those families who we serve during their time of need honorably. We believe in supporting local business and offer only 100% Batesville caskets, the best in the industry and a driver of our local economy. If you want straightforward and fair pricing while working with the people you know, choose Manchester Funeral Home, serving your community since 1932. And pre-planning and pre-funding can be the best gift you ever leave your loved ones. Call us to pre-arrange. Manchester Funeral Home. Our family, caring for your family since 1932.
Welcome back. The Tullahoma Animal Shelter held a fundraiser this past Saturday at Fraser McEwen Park. Jim stopped by and spoke with Shelter Director Teresa Holt about what the funds will be used for.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here this Saturday morning at Fraser McEwen Park in Tullahoma, and I'm speaking with Teresa Holt from the Tullahoma Animal Shelter, and you guys have got a very special event going on here today. Kind of tell us what's getting ready to happen here.
Yeah, this is our first annual Bow Wow Luau.
Yeah.
And we're trying to raise money for medical and also for a new shelter. So any fundraiser we can do, contributes to that. And we're trying to have a social-like event today. So we're charging an admission of $15, 10 and under get in for $5. That includes a barbecue plate from Piggy's. We have unlimited drinks from Prescott Bottling. We have dog games, people games. We have the Duncan booth out here. We have Skyline Audio doing the music, and we're gonna have some karaoke.
Yeah. Oh, sounds like fun.
T-shirts for sale and a lot of food that needs to be eaten.
Yeah.
We're gonna have the pulled pork, the potato salad, and the baked beans and fruit. So if you can, we'd love to have everybody down here today.
I love the name of this event. How did you come up with that?
Well, one of my volunteers wanted to have a luau, and another one of my special volunteers, she's a kindergarten teacher, so she said, let's call it the Bow Wow Luau.
Yeah.
And it just kind of stuck.
Yeah.
So we always try to do events that's going to bring people and their dogs out together.
Right. Now, if I remember correctly, this event here today is not necessarily, you don't have to have one of the shelter animals. If you just have a dog, I think you can come to this event. Is that correct?
Yes, bring your dogs out here, your children. There's things for everybody to do.
Actually, if you just want to give money, you're welcome.
Yeah, you can stop by and stop at the admission table. We take donations. We also have T-shirts for sale, and we're very, very thankful for Motlow's sponsorship. Without them, this event would not be possible.
This the shelter here in Tullahoma. Give us a little bit. The one we've got now. Tell us a little bit about that. How many pets do you typically have there, and how many can you hold?
A good number would probably be around 30. That would keep everybody really comfortable. Right now, we're in the range of 45 to 50.
Right.
We have been as high as 80 to 85.
Oh my goodness.
And that's when we start setting up separate kennels. Instead of, euthanizing the dogs to make more space, we're gonna buy more kennels and we're gonna set those up. So we add additional kennels as we need, on the property.
Now, also, I believe this is a no-kill facility. Is that correct?
Yes, we've been no-kill for many years. I have worked with the shelter since 2003, and that was my first goal, was to make it a no-kill shelter. And with the help of my public works director, Wayne Limbaugh, and the community support, and people like you, the media, we've been able to accomplish that by the community working together. And so that's something that Tullahoma can be very proud of, to where surrounding communities around us, you may have humane societies, but animal control facilities, it's not really their fault that they have to euthanize. It goes back to the irresponsible pet owners in the community, but it's something that, they're almost forced to do. And we're very proud here in Tullahoma that, the community supports us, the media supports us, and people come and adopt, and we can remain a no-kill facility. And we go outside the box when we get full. Instead of just putting them down to make more space, we make more space.
Right. Now, you also, I think, are big on promoting spaying and neutering, because hopefully that keeps down the population.
Yes, and also a lot of the dog bites come from unneutered males, with females in season. So it helps on several different angles. First the population, then also dog bites. And they say it's more healthy for your pet to be spayed and neutered. That's why with a $35 adoption fee, we always offer a free spay or neuter to go with that.
Do you have any idea, you're very successful in promoting adoption and actually getting pets adopted from the shelter. Do you have any idea how many pets you get rehomed in a year's time?
It usually runs approximately 300. Sometimes it's a little less than that, and the reason it would be less than that is because we're getting more dogs back home. And that's where proper identification, wearing their dog tag, which is their rabies tag, which is a state law, having identification, microchip, getting that dog back home is, going to kind of decrease your adoption numbers a little bit, but that's a good thing. Because you're not having as many that you're having to house and take care of.
Right. Teresa, lots of luck with today's event, because I know you guys do what you do from the heart with a lot of passion.
Yes.
Lots and lots of luck to you guys today.
Well, thank you, and thank you to all my media folks and my volunteers and the community who supports us. We just greatly appreciate it, and couldn't do it without you.
And we love doing it. We love doing it. Again, from Fraser McEwen Park. We'll be right back after these messages.
Trucks, trucks, and more trucks. Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester is your home for both new and pre-owned trucks. We have a huge selection of over 200 trucks to choose from. Check us out on the web at russellbarnett.com and view our great selection. We are your truck headquarters, and we want to be your one-stop shop. That's Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester, your truck headquarters. Trucks, trucks, and more trucks. Why buy anywhere else?
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Welcome back. Mindy Juris has brought a new style of education to Tullahoma by opening the Juris Learning Center at 406 Southeast Atlantic Street. Newsleader's John Gray stopped by the open house this weekend and visited with the award-winning teacher, Mindy Juris, about her teaching style.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're at 406 Northeast Atlantic Street here in Tullahoma at the new Juris Learning Center. And we're going to go inside and find out just what this is all about. Something new in Tullahoma. And we're in the foyer now, and we're going to walk in and meet the young lady who's responsible for this, and there she is right there. That's Mindy Juris. And Mindy, kind of tell us a little bit about what's going on here and what you're trying to accomplish.
Okay, well, this is the Juris Learning Center, and I was a teacher in Ohio for 15 years and decided that I wanted to open up my own school, my own learning center, where we weren't so controlled by the tests and all of the governmental regulations, where we can just learn and enjoy learning. So my target audience is 4th through 8th grade. And right now I'm going to try and do 4th and 5th grade as the school, all day learning. And then 4th through 8th grade would be single course subjects and the after school hours.
Okay.
So homeschooling families that might be struggling with math or a certain subject and they would like to hire a certified teacher to do that. That is a service that I'm offering during after school hours.
All right, and the way I understand this, and we all have a feeling that so much in education now is tied up in the test. And it's all about, can you pass the test, not how much you really learn the subject matter.
Correct.
And I understand that you won't test.
We will not have the TCAPs as they are here in Tennessee, or the Common Core test eventually when Tennessee decides to move into that. We will not be doing those. We will just be learning, and I will be making sure they learn, and we'll be moving forward.
So it's more about, instead of passing a test and getting a grade, it's more about taking the subject matter and working on it till you have command of all of the subject matter.
Correct.
And if that takes an extra week or two, that's just okay.
That is exactly. That's it in a nutshell. And I give reports, periodic reports that are, these are the things that your child needs to learn, and this is where they are. And we keep going until each one of those says that they are on track and they've learned it. So they will leave here knowing what they need to know and understanding it at a deeper level.
Right, and sort of creating a well-rounded citizen, not just a student that can pass a certain element of something, but understanding and having a grasp of the subject matter completely.
Correct. And one of the things homework that I assign, I don't give a lot of homework, but one of the homeworks is a dinner discussion, which will be a question based on something we're learning. Then they go home and discuss that at home. So it's just, they become very well-rounded and very deep thinkers about everything we're learning.
Left behind in normal school curriculum will be addressed here.
Definitely. One of the things I've been noticing, I've been looking at school schedules, and social studies and science in some schools are for 10 minutes or 20 minutes. And that, in reading and reading and math, just take up the rest of the day, along with intervention math and intervention reading. So I don't know when kids are learning that important content, because to be a good reader and a good writer, you have to understand the world around you. So here we will definitely have lots of time to explore the world around us.
And also the history that brought us to where we are.
Yes, to understand who we
very
are.
important.
So yes, and actually that's our curriculum for 4th and 5th grade, is who we were from the first people in our land to now. So like art and music, that's built all into the curriculum. So when we are studying the Native Americans who were in this area, we might study Native American instruments and do something with that. But art and creativity is incorporated into everything.
Everything.
Yes.
And if someone wanted to get in touch with you, how would they do that?
I have a couple ways. We have the website, which is www.jurislearning.com. The Facebook, we're also on Facebook, which is facebook.jurislearning.center.com. And then our phone number is 931-222-0853.
Well, Mindy, thank you very much for spending some time with me today.
We'll be right back with more Newsleader on 6.
All I have to do to think about what I was physically before and what I am now, and I don't ever want to go back to that original situation.
The overall mission of the rehab team is always what is best for the patient and how we can facilitate maximum potential from every resident.
Well, the most important thing to me is that I'm allowed to do whatever I want to do,
Everyday miracles at Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
We're losing it, doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's gonna be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
It's new car discount season at Stan McNabb Chevy, and we have prices that'll beat anybody else. New vehicles up to $17,000 off. Check out this brand new 2015 Chevy Cruze, automatic Bluetooth XM radio, only $16,900. Chevy, Buick, GMC, Cadillac. Stan McNabb has all the new car brands you love in one location. And don't forget, we'll match or beat any dealer's price or give you a check for $500. And check us out online or schedule your service at stanmcnabb.com.
Welcome back. The Tennessee Walking Horse Breeders and Exhibitors Association is planning a series of big horse shows. Jim spoke with Denise Rowland about these shows.
We're pleased to have joining us now on the stage Denise Rowland, and Denise is I'm going to call her right at the moment a walking horse enthusiast, because Denise is involved in so many facets of the walking horse business. I'm not sure if she has an official capacity here in any one of these shows we're going to be talking about.
Well, actually I do. I'm show manager of one of the horse shows and just promoting the other 3.
I see.
And what I came to talk about is the TWEBA, which is the Tennessee Walking Horse Breeders and Exhibitors Association, is in their big show season right now. It's kind of historic. We've decided to tackle 3 horse shows this year instead of the normal 2. It is a huge undertaking. The staff at the association is great supporting us in this endeavor. All the vice presidents and the board of directors and the committees are really hard at work. And the first horse show, of course, is our TWEBA World Versatility Horse Show. And most people are used to seeing in this area horses performing on the rail. And they go around in a circle and everybody says, oh, well, do they do anything else? Well, the walking horse does do other things.
And quite well.
Very well.
Yeah.
Besides seeing them on the trail, you've got them running barrels, jumping, doing dressage, and the World Versatility Show is the show that features the use of the horse. Most horse shows around here are rail shows. They are judged on the actual action and the gait of the animal. The rail shows, of course, are your usual Saturday night horse shows. They have them for other breeds also. And the versatility show takes into consideration the horse's ability to be a using animal. They highlight their use in barrels, which stems from running cattle and things. They do the reining, they do the jumping, and all this takes place in Murfreesboro. Next week, it starts on Thursday, the 26th. You will go on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. At the Miller Coliseum, which is air conditioned, by the way, people. You can sit in the cool comfort of Miller Coliseum and watch these animals perform. And they will all receive a World Versatility title in their divisions. It's 3 days. It starts at 9 o'clock on Thursday morning. And Friday morning it starts at 9 and goes through the afternoon. And then Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning and again at 6 o'clock in the evening. And that is our first show, and it's a 3-day show. The next one, which is the next week, we keep busy around here, don't let anything grass grow under our feet, is the Belfast TWEBA Horse Show. And that's in Belfast, right near Lewisburg, Tennessee. It is the 54th edition of the Lions Club Horse Show. And the Breeders Association has taken it on this year to assist the Lions and put this show on. It actually, although 54 years in the Lions, it dates back to the 1930s. Belfast it's just this tiny little showground. It's wonderful. The community is fabulous. It takes you back to the beginnings of the century. There's a few really historic buildings in town. And we have the SW Beach steak that night. It's $1,000 steak. And
a good prize.
It's very good prize money. This is one of the premier horse shows. There are several weekends. We just completed one weekend, the 4th of July weekend, which we had 3 major horse shows. In Woodbury, and we had the Money Tree, and we had the Christmas show, the Christmas in July show. And this next few weeks, you're going to have on our weekend, Belfast, you have the Fayetteville, Belfast, and War Trace Horse Show, which is 3 nights of hot competition. We've got the top horses from the area, coming in from out of town even. The horses are arriving from California and other areas to get ready for the celebration. So they're here already, and they will start competing in this area now. That's the big focus this time of year, and we always talk about. It's not only the weather that heats up in Shelbyville and in Tennessee in the summertime. It is the competition does too. It really does. It's exciting. It gets more and more exciting, and it culminates in the celebration. The Belfast Horse Show is July 31st. It's a Friday evening. It starts at 6 o'clock for the performance show, but what we've added this year is we have a youth fun show. Any kids who want to come and show their horse, we've got 8 classes. Some of them are walking horse classes. Some of them are just a gaited horse class, which is any smooth gait. You can go online at twhbea.com and see the horse show program.
So check out one of these horse shows that Denise was telling you about, for goodness sakes. Give you an opportunity for you to get warmed up for the celebration. These are really good horse shows with lots and lots of tradition behind them. And good food. That's one of the neatest things about those. Good food. And this is put on by Tennessee Walking Horse Breeders and Exhibitors Association. And don't forget to tune into this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9 a.m., and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evening at 6:30 p.m. This week's guests include Tullahoma Community Coordinator Winston Brooks, who will tell us about everything coming up in Tullahoma. Tullahoma Funeral Homes Brian McAdams will invite everyone out for a special forensics event coming to Tullahoma next week. And Life Care's Deb Holliday, who will stop by and tell us about a new book she's written. All that and more on this week's Living.
Stay with us. We've got your weather forecast right after these messages.
The Kia Summers on Us sales event is going on right now at Russell Barnett Kia of Tullahoma. Let me tell you about this event. Purchase a new Kia Sedona, Kia Optima, Kia Forte, and receive 0% financing up to 66 months and your first 3 payments for free. For a limited time only, no strings attached. With America's best warranty, the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. The Kia Summers on Us sales event going on right now. Why buy anywhere else?
It's time for every family and business in Tullahoma to go green and recycle. Tullahoma Public Works makes it simple and easy to recycle. Just place your recyclable materials, paper, plastic, aluminum, and cardboard beside your garbage container on the same day your garbage is picked up. Your recycled materials don't have to be in a fancy container. Recycling is not only the right thing to do, it makes sense. Recycling pays. Paying to bury our garbage costs each of us. Please do your part. Let's go green, Tullahoma, and recycle.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1952 at 99 degrees. The record low was in 1937 at 58 degrees. Average high on this day is 89, and the average low is 67. Tonight, look for a chance of storms in your forecast with a low of around 72. Chance of storms remains in your forecast for Wednesday with a high of 87 and a low of 68, and partly cloudy weather moving into our area on Thursday with a high of 88 and a low of 68. And that's our newsletter report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a great evening.
Have a great evening.